Hi.
Hey, what's up? Mundo,
Rebel,
Erika,
and we are
MangoLuna.
All right, today we have another fun bag grab. Here we go. Let's see what next thing we're going to cover on how to do what. Last time we did how to come out. We've done how to cure a hangover.
Yep.
How to develop a chosen family.
Yeah. LGBTQ, of course.
What else did we do on that one? There was another one. How to... Wes, we don't even remember. No more.
You guys can look at the video
Yes.
and you guys can remind us.
So what are we next?
I don't know. Let's pick this. And we still haven't figured out if it's going to be every time or what we're going to do. But so far, we're doing it. The fun bag. I love the fun bag.
Okay, ready?
Yes. Am I doing it? I thought you were going to.
Oh, you want me to do it? Okay, how to fun bag. Here we go. Ooh, okay. This is not a how-to. This is a what is emotional labor? So this is how do you describe emotional labor? That's a how-to. So, Erika, what is emotional labor first, right? Let's talk about what is emotional labor, right? And one thing that we talked about amongst each other, we asked a couple of other people here, and then we looked on the internet just to say, hey, what is this?
What is emotional labor, right?
So
there's several things, right? One is which Rita explained it really well about you try to explain something to someone that it does create some emotional labor, like some emotions, right, come up, whether it's happiness or what. Actually, most of the time it's just like sadness. In order to gain or hopefully get, like she said, an ally or an understanding.
Empathy.
Right.
Yeah, so when you go to tell your story or someone asks you for your experience on something or insight on something, and then you have to reach down into yourself and almost relive the emotion with a situation who, perhaps is negative or not as joyful.
Yeah.
So then you're kind of going through that emotion as you're trying to elicit empathy from another person.
Right.
Yeah, you might have to, like the example that was given, and use your emotional labor in a situation where family won't acknowledge the fact that you are a lesbian or you're gay, or they want to acknowledge your partner and your partner's kids, and
they'll forget, and then that's when it becomes emotional, when you kind of have to like reintroduce the whole thing and say it again, like, hey, yes, I have my wife is here, my girlfriend, or whatever it is, for you or for them. So that's I hope that's clear for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can also comment on what emotional labor means to you. And then I think another thing was, how do you deal with it, and when do you deal with it? And so I think that, like, I think it depends on you. Like, if you really feel like the person you're talking to is open and receptive, then, go for it, Put in the emotional labor. If you feel like you're putting in the labor and they're not reciprocating, or they're just sucking, all the energy and just kind of combating you, then I would say, you know what?
That's a good point.
Not the right person or not the right time, and just, take care of you, boo,
Yeah, don't. If they're not willing to listen or anything like that, like you said, fuck it. You don't need to waste that beautiful energy.
Yeah, you don't owe it to them. They can always internet things.
Yeah, okay. Shit,
that was another example that I thought was really good. Was the Me Too, right? Like, for example, the Me Too movement. How women can't just say, you know what, I've been sexually assaulted, and that's it. Good night. Thank you for believing me. No, that we actually have to describe how, when, what we were doing, what we were wearing, all that stuff, in order for the majority of the world to be like, oh, okay, you know what, you were sexually harassed, or you were sexually assaulted. That, for example, is emotional labor. Yeah. When you have to relive something that's very traumatic like that, in order for to tell people your story.
Right, sadly, none of it matters, whether what you're wearing or like any of that doesn't matter. But sadly, like you said, it does cause emotional labor.
Yes.
Labor.
Yeah.
To do that. So, yeah.
Okay,
that
this
was
is emotional.
All
right, I hope that helps.
Yeah.
If you have any feedback or, any ideas of what emotional labor means to you, please put it in the comments.
Por favor. Bye.